Rocks on the back of my head, I got ass everywhere, so I know what you talking about. I could drop ties in this bitch, flies in this bitch. I cut ties in this bitch, eyes in your face, yeah, cut you like a lace. Nothing you do could be replaced. That's why I live in nice.
What's goody gang? I should put it right here. What's goody gang? We back at it with another triple L video. The relationship game is a treacherous journey, bro. I'm about 2 months into mine, but coming across some problems right now. So I kind of want to talk it out. For the ladies listening, listen closely, bro, because y'all need to learn a thing or two about respecting what a man wants from you. Because a man can do all they can to make sure that they're doing the right thing, but then is it wrong for them to ask for it back? I don't think it is. So I've been in a relationship for just about 2 months now. One of the longest relationships I've had in a minute. And of course, you're gonna have your few arguments that are kind of petty or whatever, but petty things add up until it becomes something that one of the partners is just gonna hate. Like, it's, how do I put this? It's like, let me see. It's like trying to fill up a glass that has a hole on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't getting anywhere. It's just gonna spill out from the bottom. Or it's like saying one thing and it goes in one ear and out the other. Like, you listen, but you didn't really pay attention. So, let me tell you a very, 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 very annoying pet peeve I have now because of this relationship. I hate being on the phone with my girl when her friend's around. I'm not asking for her to go tell her friends to fuck off. I'm not. I'm asking you to treat me with respect that I treat you. If I'm on the phone with you, you have my undivided attention. Now, if you want to do that for an hour or two, that's fine. Hey, give me your attention for an hour and you get mine. If I got to do something, that's a different story. Or if you got to go do something, your parent tells you to go do something and, you got to go do it because you ain't going to disrespect your mama and so her know that I'm on the phone or something, because it's with someone that's not family and someone your parents probably don't know. Or better yet, it's not someone that's of importance to you yet. So this girl has, I wouldn't say trauma. It's not really trauma. It's just bad. It's bad blood towards certain things. So I asked her, if I'm in the middle of a conversation with you, don't cut me off, please. Like, out of respect, I'm on the phone with you, right? If I'm in the middle of talking something and you cut me off, I understand you want to talk to your friend, dude. Give me like a couple minutes to finish what I'm saying, and I'm like, hey, go do your thing, go talk to your friend or whatever. That is fine. I'm not asking you to tell your friend to go kick rocks. I'm asking you to tell them to have patience when you're on the phone with me, especially because my girl notices I don't like talking on the phone as much anymore, because in general, I know that if I'm going to talk about something, it's going to get cut off. Like, it's that sort of thing in my brain where it's like, okay, now that's clicked. Now that's just the kind of thing, because I just wait. Now I just wait until she's alone, and I know she's alone, and have a good conversation with her when she's not distracted. So, I'm 100% the person that I say that I am. I'm a strong person. That's absolute. I'm going to be honest with you. Absolute. I am not going to lie whatsoever about anything. Unless it's something that I need to lie about that has nothing to do with you. Like, if I'm having a bad day and I'm keeping a secret and you ask me about it, but it's a secret I kept with someone else, that's a secret I'm keeping with someone else. Just like I'm not asking you to tell me your secrets. I don't ask for them. I don't want them if you don't want me to know them, of course. But if you want me to listen, I'm going to listen. I'm a good listener. We're in an argument on the phone, and, women, you have this very, very annoying side to you that comes out when you're in an argument. You get loud. You don't need to get loud. And it's the very thing that men hate, is when they're trying to explain something to try to better the circumstances of the argument, to try to lean it towards one side where it needs to be, regardless of how you think things should be. And she was getting loud. I'm in a calm voice like I am now. And I'm like, look, dude, you need to calm down. It's not that serious. I'm just trying to have a normal conversation with you. Let's just have a civilized conversation. So she goes on about her stuff. And then, she came across a very good point. And, then she stopped. I thought, that was my cue. Hey, go ahead and talk. She wasn't talking for, at least 30 seconds. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start talking. And then, maybe 10 seconds into me talking, she's like, you interrupted me. So I stopped talking. I stopped doing my... I was like, all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done talking. That's on me. And she's like, if you interrupt me one more time, I'm hanging up the phone. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Do your thing, right? I'm being respectful. I'm staying calm, even though my brain is at 99.99999% telling me to cuss her out for talking to me like that. But no, I want to make sure this works. I want to have a normal conversation, and let's see what this is about. So she starts talking. She pauses again, and then I was agreeing with her. She was saying I'm not gonna put you over priority with my friend. I've known her longer. I'm not saying that, but that's like me saying if my homeboy come over that I've known since I was 14 years old, or my cousin that comes over, and I'm not gonna prioritize a conversation over talking to someone that you promised to talk to on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you to have some decency and tell your friend, hey, I'm in a conversation. Can you wait a second? I promise I'm gonna get to you, right? Simple as that. That's all I was asking for. It's not too much to ask for. And she was like, I'm not gonna prioritize you because of what happened. I'm not another person. That's where I draw the line. I hate when women refer the men that they're talking to, dating currently, to their past dudes, bro. And I just briefly said, I'm not that dude, right? I'm a different person, and obviously you see better in me than you see in that other person, because otherwise we wouldn't have this conversation. But I'm gonna keep it straight up with you right now. I'm not that person, and I'm my own guy, and this and that, right? And she got loud because I guess I cut her off when she would actually stop talking when I started talking, because she was listening, and then she got ticked off about something. Something must have threw her off that I said, which wasn't the intention. And she starts getting loud. I'm like, hey, calm down. It's okay. We're just having a normal conversation. She's like, oh, hell no. Hangs up the phone. And then she's like, you literally did that earlier. You're such a narcissist, and you're such a hypocrite, this and that. And I'm like, okay. For anyone that don't know what a narcissist or a hypocrite, it's basically the same thing, just different terminology, two different words that you could put it. But basically, it means you don't stand on your own business. I stand on my own business. I don't change for nobody. I don't do none of that. I don't. But I'm willing to make accommodations to make sure that we can both stay at the same, right? She has said a word that I do not like. I have gotten into fights over the N-word. That's what was said. It took every ounce of my fiber when she was here at my house not to go off on her about it, because one, I'm being respectful, and I'm trying to be a better person about it, right? So whenever she does say it, I kind of just give her a stern look, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. Just try not to let it happen again, right? Calm and collected. And immaturity is a bitch, because I'd say I'm pretty mature myself. I've grown from my mistakes. I've learned from them. I don't have guilty consciences about anything, because one, I moved on from the stuff I was guilty about, and the stuff I was hurting over. And, I've learned from it. When you learn from something, your guilty conscience is no longer there. When you learn from your mistakes, it's no longer there. It's just the way it is. And she started saying I had a guilty conscience that, what, you were going to call me stuff? I told her, I was like, why are you calling me stuff? I'm sitting here respectfully. I'm having a nice conversation with you. We're doing so well. You want to start calling me these things. That's not cool. Right? I'm trying to be the best version you want me to be. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, but so if I do cut you off, it's because I have a point that may not make you mad, right? Sure, it's gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad because you just got cut off. But how do you think I feel? I don't like it. So, as that escalated, and then the immaturity came because, I told her, I was like, you don't like me doing certain things, but you go do things I don't like. For instance, you say the N-word. I don't like that, but I've learned to grow accustomed to it. You said it a few times in the span of 2 weeks. That's a good thing. Like, I appreciate that. It's because you're actually trying to change that portion. And I like that. I'm just asking you to give that same energy that you're giving into that accommodation into this a lot bigger one that's causing us problems. Because, one thing, I don't want to break up. I only threatened it because I wanted to see her reaction. And it was kind of careless, but she's still showing that she cares. So, point of advice, women, if a man is overlapping you and you're the minor part of the engine, when I say minor, meaning you are the problem. The major portion is when a man brings it up, which means he gets the diplomatic right to cut you off if he thinks you're wrong. But if you put it in a way that he agrees with you, he ain't gonna trip about it, right? That's all I was asking for, right? Was to come to a diplomatic, calm and collected solution so we could fix our problems and move on. But yeah, I'm the narcissist, I'm the hypocrite, I'm dumb, all this other whole bunch of baloney. So just wanted to get on here and say that you know how it is. Hit that follow button, hit that like button. Let's get this up more. Kind of want to go some more, get some more people on board. I kind of want to get some comments in to kind of some sort of sort of opinion base of what you guys would do. It would kind of help. So get some more people on this channel and we'll talk more. Peace.